welcome to Storm the Field with DJ. I am DJ, and today we are here to recap Week 9 of the college football season. But before we get into any of that, most of the people who watch my videos are not subscribed. So if you guys could check down below that you actually are subscribed, that would be greatly appreciated. And if you're not subscribed, why not subscribe? It's free and it helps push out this content to so many more people. Also, while you're down there, make sure to hit the like button and comment down below what you thought of Week 9. So, Week 9, if we go over to ESPN.com, we will see that Week 9 was kind of chaotic. Not insanely chaotic, but to a decent degree. We had an upset-ish with Kansas State beating FIU. Um, but here's really where it gets to it. The biggest game of the week, probably LSU versus Texas A&M. A&M gets it done mostly in the second half, as LSU was leading in the first half or at halftime. Indiana destroys UCLA, ruining UCLA's any hope of making the Big Ten championship, making them the second Big Ten loss. Alabama barely holds on against South Carolina. Ole Miss and Oklahoma have a shootout with the Rebels coming out on top. We also have Vandy beating out Mizzou just by time. Texas Tech takes care of Oklahoma State. North Carolina loses to Virginia, trying to go for two to finish the game, but they miss it. Memphis takes care of business against USF. This is a very big game, as this is basically what will probably be the American Conference Championship. Memphis is now ranked at 25. Washington pulls off the upset against Illinois. Texas wins in overtime versus Mississippi State. Also, almost another upset there. Houston beats out Arizona State. Michigan beats little brother in Michigan State. And the others, there's nothing really big that happened otherwise. No losses for undefeated teams this week. So that is not great for a fan like me of the Hurricanes and the Ducks. Speaking of those two games, let's get into both of those. Oregon survives against Wisconsin. Wisconsin did not play great, but neither did Oregon. Oregon was only allowed points in the fourth quarter, to be fair to them. And Dante Moore left with I believe, a broken nose halfway through the game. So Brock Thomas did have to step in. Oregon's rushing attack was, of course, as fearsome as ever. Um, Wisconsin did not do well on the passing side either, so it's not that great for them. It was mostly Oregon's offense that failed to really convert in the end zone and in the red zone. As you can see, no turnovers, at least interceptions or fumbles for the Ducks. Oh my God, Hunter Simmons fumbled 3 times. I did not even realize that. Um, yeah, the Ducks just couldn't finish. It's not going to be good, especially since this next upcoming game will be against Iowa, who has a very proficient defense. So that's going to be very important. Of course, Oregon does come up on a bye next week, but that next game against Iowa is going to be a real indicator. Now we go to the game between the Miami Hurricanes and the Stanford Cardinal. Obviously, big win here for Miami, 42-7. Pretty close to my actual score prediction for this game. Carson Beck, 21 of 28 for 189 yards and 1 touchdown. Stanford's quarterback, Branson, did not play well. 9 of 21 for 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. Mark Fletcher had a hell of a game on the ground. 23 carries for 106 yards and 3 touchdowns. He had a hattie. Jordan Lyle and Gerard Pringle also had touchdowns on the ground. Receiving, only C.J. Daniels was able to have a touchdown for the Hurricanes. Defensively, interceptions coming from Wesley Bissaint and Xavier Lucas for the Hurricanes. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Talking about this game, Stanford scored first on their first or second drive, I believe. Um, but then they were shut out the rest of the game by that Hurricanes defense. That Hurricanes defense did play very well. They had more TFLs than they did against Louisville, which was very useful for them. Um, my only gripe with this Hurricanes team is that we are not playing a full 4 quarters. We are playing three. We are playing two. We are playing one, but we're not playing the entire 4 quarters. I mean, that's what's been happening to us. Just looking at Miami's previous games, uh, Notre Dame here, just looking at the score box, leading 21 nothing. Notre Dame picks up 17, or 21 to 7. Notre Dame picks up 17 in the fourth. Florida didn't really score until the fourth. Miami barely scored until the fourth. They had decent control of the game, but they were not scoring. Florida State, we allow a comeback with 19 points in the third. Uh, Louisville, Miami scoring throughout, to be fair, but not really converting on any of them. And now Stanford here, only really performing in the second half. So, want to see for this next game against SMU, which will be a tougher opponent, a 3-1 ACC opponent, um, who really turns out to turns up. This is going to be a tough game for the Hurricanes to really fight. But yeah, again, predictions were correct for last week. Both teams won. No upsets for my two teams, which is great. But yeah, that's about all I really got for this week. Week 10 starts today, October 28th. At the time of recording, UTEP and Kennesaw State are playing, and James Madison and Texas State. Um, Pretty big Sun Belt matchup here. Mostly because James Madison is doing very well in the Sun Belt at the moment, leading the Eastern Division of the conference. So that's a very big game for them. They could probably make the conference title. And here, Kennesaw State also being undefeated in conference is pretty big for them. But yeah, guys, if you guys did enjoy, remember, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button down below. And yeah, comment down below what you thought about this week and what you think about this upcoming week, week 10 of the college football season, which is a lot more underwhelming than we thought it would be. But anyways, I bleed orange and green and a yellow, and DJ out. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.